Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Anniversary and our Night Elf Priest. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we return to the Stone Talon Mountains to hopefully cleanse the Charred Veil, or whatever's left of it. We're currently passing through Merkfallen Lake now, and we're quickly approaching the entrance to the Veil. We've got harpies to kill, basilisk scales to collect. I think something to collect off of a treant as well. One of the ones that has been corrupted by the industrialization of this part of the zone. Let's get started. We can find some basilisks on the way. Unfortunately, it looks like they're gray to us at the moment. But the harpies shouldn't be. The harpies will be green. We're going to look to hit level 32 today. So if we have some time, after we turn in our quests, I would like to pick up our new abilities. And I think we're going to head into Gnomeregan very, very soon. If not the next episode, then the episode after. As it turns out, that dungeon has a ridiculously just huge list of quests for Alliance. We are definitely not going to get to all of them. There's quite a few that happen inside the dungeon itself. And there's a couple that are involved in some quest chains that start in Dun Moreau, so I think we'll probably be ignoring those as well. But the big ones that we care about the most can be obtained from Ironforge, and there's one in Stormwind, I believe, as well. So we'll definitely pick those up. We'll see what kinds of upgrades we can acquire. Right, I think we've cleared out enough on the outside here, so let's head inside the Veil. These crystallized scales seem to be quite rare. It's probably going to be the more difficult quest to complete. The harpies, I'm sure, will go down very, very quickly. Looks like we're looking for smoldering embers as well, which are going to come from the fire elementals. So basically anything that moves within the Veil is a target we're looking for. after all that, we've picked up 1 scale so far. Not looking too great. It looks like some of these harpies are even gray to us too. Carved our path down the mountain. Let's get to work on the veil. Got an undead priest in the area already. Although I don't think the Horde care about the basilisks in particular. But they do care about the harpies and the elementals, so that might become a problem. This is our first charred ancient that we've seen. And we're looking for corroded shrapnel, I believe it's called. The corroded shrapnel. I feel like I found that faster than I found our first scale. Fortunately, these are all wind callers. We do not need those. Need any ambushers that we can find. Don't want to focus on the harpies too much, because like I said, they're probably going to be the easiest to deal with. There should be plenty, even if we do have some competition in the Vale. Gathering up what we need from the elementals and the basilisks is definitely going to be a challenge. Start pushing south now. Wow, no burning embers either. I'm starting to think that those quests might not be worth it after all, unless we're just getting extremely unlucky. But there are very few fire elementals here in the Vale as is. So if we have to stay here for quite a while waiting for, you know, several rounds of respawns, it might not be worth our time. We'll see how it plays out. It's possible we might drop some of these. Everything in here is just too low of a level for me to want to grind this out if we're not going to be getting any experience for it. do wonder if we have to get all of our questing materials from these specific basilisks and or fire elementals, or if it could kind of just be any one. Like, would I be able to get the same smoldering embers from the fire elementals in the Arathi Highlands, or the same scales from the basilisks in either Thousand Needles or Stranglethorn, I guess would be the other place. Because yeah, I mean, maybe then I could justify holding on to these as we look to enter those zones. But as it stands right now, I feel like we're going to be dropping these as soon as we're done with the Harpies. If we don't start to see some improvement in the overall drop rate. Just especially since we're so far ahead of the leveling curve. I can choose to be more picky about the quests I do, at least for now. That'll probably change quite a bit in our 40s and 50s. The scales haven't been terribly bad. We're about halfway done with that. So maybe it's doable. We'll have to see about the smoldering embers though. Starting to head back north now. And we should be wrapping up the harpies relatively soon, I feel like, already. I think we still need some ambushers and some regular harpies, which we'll find on the north side. We'll still be taking care of a couple of laps around the Vale anyway, just to see if we can collect the rest of the scales at the very least. Right, we should be good on ambushers now. We still need 4 more of the regular harpies, surprisingly. Didn't see too much up north. If we're missing 1 or 2, we might be able to just get away with getting them on the way out of the Vale back to Stone Talon Peak. Picked up some elemental fire from that one. That's pretty nice. I think those tend to usually be worth quite a bit. Let's get some more buff food going. We're not doing too bad. We still have some more harpies to kill, 4 more rogue feathers, and a few more of the regular ones as well. We're up to 5 out of 8 crystallized scales. How many smoldering embers do we still need? And 3 more of those too, so I guess our luck has turned a little bit as the episode has progressed. So I guess we'll just keep it going. But yeah, this is I usually feel like I don't spend as much time in the Charred Vale, but maybe that's maybe that's for the Horde quests more so. We'll try to see if we can grab our last rogue feather down here in the southern part of the Vale. I saw one way back there in the corner, but didn't feel like fighting through all those other harpies that I don't actually need. Just one more smoldering ember. Still need 3 scales though. Our luck was pretty good for a little bit there. I think we've gone a while without getting a scale though. Seems like this will be doable today though. I was worried as we came in. I feel like the first 10 basilisks and fire elementals we killed dropped nothing. Kill, we hit level 32. So make sure to pick up our new abilities at some point. Next episode, maybe. Depends on how long the rest of these quests take. Our talent point, going to go right into mental agility. I'm going to be doing that for the next couple of levels. And that is our last smoldering ember. Now we're just focused on basilisks. A couple of harpies here and there. Alright, and that should be our last harpy. Just need those 3 crystallized scales. Those pesky scales. And I don't feel pretty confident that we're going to get them from the few basilisks that are closer to the entrance. So it looks like we're going to head back down south. Today's episode might be a bit longer. Since I've come this far, I might as well just finish it out. We'll put our final stamp on Stone Talon. Oh, you know what? Something else we could do today, if we, since we're going over, is maybe we should just pick up the flight path at Nigel's Point today in Desolus. That way we have it. That flight path could actually prove to be very useful. If you've been following the series, especially over the course of the last several episodes or so, you'll know that depending on what flight paths you have unlocked as Alliance in Kalimdor, the flight path system is very weird. It takes you like all over the place. The routes are very indirect. You often have to like go out of your way. Famously, like one of the best examples is like, if you want to fly to Ratchet in the Barrens, you actually end up flying past Ratchet to go to Theramore and then go all the way back up to the town to get there. It just like doesn't make any sense. And it's similar with like Aberdeen and like heading back to like Astronar and stuff. So I'm wondering if Nigel's Point could actually be that missing flight path that we don't have, that kind of connects those things and makes the routes more direct and simplified. We'll have to see. I think we'll find out today. I think it would be a good idea to get that flight path. We can also check the vendors there too. For any new recipes. Unfortunately, all the basilisks are dead at the moment. So I guess we are going to have to go back up through the entrance, maybe. I always found it interesting that elementals don't have an immunity to fear effects. I didn't think elementals could be scared of anything, but I guess they can be. We're going to have to go back to Kayla's Shadow Spear in the middle of the zone to turn some of those quests in. And I do really appreciate Stone Talon more than I think the average person does, but the quest giver locations are very awkward for both sides in many ways. It's like there's no simple way to kind of turn these in and then quickly get back to where we want to be. I really would like to get Nigel's point, but if I want to do that, we kind of have to head back to Kayla first and turn in our quests and then run all the way back, which I guess is what we're looking to do since we're already up here. We'll clear out any basilisks we find at the entrance, and then we'll head south to turn in those quests. We're back at Merkfallen Lake. Not seeing any more basilisks up here, though. There's one. And luckily, the scales need to be turned in to, I believe, Colin Morin in Stormwind. So luckily, it's not one of the quests that we have to turn in the middle of this zone, right around where Ziz Physics is. Well, looks like that's it for now, so let's go turn these in. And then we will run all the way back up here, back into the Charred Vale. We'll collect the rest of our scales. We'll pick up Nigel's points. We'll fly to Stone Talon Peak to turn in that other quest. And then we'll use our Hearth to get back to the Eastern Kingdoms. So we still have a bunch of quests to pick up before we enter Gnomeregan. So I think what I'll do is we'll probably start with that in the next episode. We'll start in Stormwind. Or maybe Ironforge, one of the two. That's really, between those two, that's where all of our quests are going to be to pick up and to turn in. Yeah, maybe we'll start in Ironforge. We'll start in Ironforge, we'll pick up all the quests we can there. We'll take the Deep Run tram to Stormwind. We'll pick up the quest for Gnomeregan there in Stormwind. We'll turn in our quest with Colin Morin. And we'll also pick up our new abilities from there too. And then we'll have time after that, so I'm trying to think of what else we could do. We could continue with the Morbin Fell questline, potentially. So from there, maybe we can hearth back to Menethil Harbor. And then we can take care of that quest and bring that back down to Duskwood. Then at least we'll have the quest at that point to take out Morbin Fell whenever it makes sense to. And we're coming up on our camp soon. Speak with Kayla Shadowspear for the last time.
Ishnu Allah. Be careful.
The remains of our enemy. Your strength serves us well, Alindria. Thank you.
Farewell. Goddess watch.
Thank you, Alindria. This should be more than sufficient for Gaxum to figure out how the Treants were corrupted. I shall give this to him right away.
Good luck, friend.
Update for Sentinel Thenisil. Alindria, you have done a great deed by lending a hand here. The Sentinels of Ashenvale will reward you well if you informed them that Gaxum and I are still alive. Tell them we are well on our way to stopping the Venture Company and healing the lands. Find Terra Thenisil in Astronar. She will be pleased that you've returned with good news.
Del Nades.
Alright, so we do have one more quest to run back. We'll be back in Astronar at some point. Oh, that quest is gray. That would explain why the rewarded experience is so low. I was gonna say, normally like 85 experience is not something you would receive for a quest at the end of a chain. But since it's already grayed to us, I guess we might as well just wait until we head back to Ashenvale. Which probably won't be for a bit, because Ashenvale is the zone that we are the most caught up with, I think, at this point. Once we deal with Normagon, we're going to want to return to Duskwood very shortly after, so we can catch ourselves up with that zone. Back up at Merkfallen Lake. And our hunt for crystallized scales begins again. just going to head straight back down. Haven't seen any of the lower level basilisks yet. Finally, we see another. Appreciate you guys that are sticking around for today's episode. I know there was a ton of travel today. There's still quite a bit more to do. As we move into Desolace for the first time. Take a flight back to the peak. That's just how it goes sometimes. Alright, just one more skill. Lucky, maybe we can find it off a basilisk that is closer to the entrance of Desolace. scale is now in hand. Alright, so let's get into Desolace. And we will check out Nigel's Point. Check the vendors real quick before grabbing the flight path, and then we'll head back to the peak. Oh man, what a long, exhausting experience to cap off the Stone Talon Mountains. Let's keep our eyes out for Rexar on the road. Definitely don't want to deal with him right now. Although depending on where the graveyard is here in Desolace, I'm not going to care too much. I'll take the res sickness and we'll be fine with that. Now we're going to run out of buff food very soon. Basically just like one more episode's worth that we have on us right now. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Got the seasoned wolf kebabs that we can make with the lean wolf flanks. I think those are pretty cheap. Can probably just purchase those off the auction house. I'm okay with spending a little bit of money. I think we've been doing a very good job budgeting so far. Keeping up with new abilities and whatnot. And these are pretty cool. You can make 3 of them at once actually, with just 2 lean wolf flanks. The Stormwind seasoning herbs come from a very particular vendor. So maybe that's something else I'll note as well for the next episode, since we'll be going back to Stormwind to take care of a couple of things. Nigel's Point is a very short walk away. Alright, let's see what kind of vendors we've got here. Got a male armor merchant. That's not going to help. In that first building. So I imagine we'll find everything within the tavern. What do night elves call their inns? Maybe just inns, I guess. Don't know if they would refer to it as something different. Anybody hiding outside? Don't think so. It's a general goods vendor. There must be a trade goods vendor somewhere. But maybe not. Interesting. There's got to be something here at Nigel's Point. Guess we'll have to check another time. One more quick look down below. Yeah, maybe there isn't a trade goods vendor here. That just feels wrong though. It feels odd. This is a pretty major questing hub. Alright. Well, I'm not going to worry about it for now, so let's get back to Stone Talon Peak and turn in our quest.
Hello.
And I think that'll be enough for today. Yeah, still no direct route to Ratchet. We still have to go through Theramore. Like, what other flight path could there be? Because there's really nothing in the middle here. That we could lean on. That would make sense at least. I guess I still do wonder if the flight path in Ashara might help make that connection too. I'm not sure. I think we're a ways off from picking that up though. We'll just have to make do with what we've got. We are back. Now that the Blood Furies have suffered such a great loss, perhaps the true work of restoring the land can begin. Oh no, there's more. Okay, this is a completely different kind of breadcrumb. The Blood Furies have been subdued, but they will regroup soon enough if action is not taken. Far south of the Barrens lies a land known as Thousand Needles. If you travel west in Thousand Needles until you reach the lush forest's edge of Feralis, you will find a druid named Falfindel Waywarder. This great and wise druid is capable of calling forth great forest spirits, which can aid in the reclamation of the Charred Vale. Send word of our need. Seek him out at once. Alright. It's a pretty simple breadcrumb. We'll keep that in our logs though, since I would like to avoid coming back to the peak. To pick it up if I can help it. Alright guys, that is going to do it for me for today. As always, I appreciate you all so much for watching, especially if you've made it this far. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.